Right now, a jury is deliberating the fate of Julie Schenecker, the new Tampa mother who claims she was insane when she shot and killed her 2 children. Good evening. I'm Brendan McLaughlin.
And I'm Wendy Ryan. Thanks for joining us. Guilty or not guilty by reason of insanity. That's what a jury is trying to decide right now in the Julie Schenecker murder trial. Our Carson Chambers is live at the courthouse with more. Carson, I know you talked with an alternate juror who believes Schenecker is guilty.
Right, and we're going to get to that in just a minute. The jury has been out for about an hour and 15 minutes. The judge has said that he will allow them to deliberate until about 6:30, and if they are not close to a verdict, he will let them go home. If they are close to a verdict, he's going to let them go on. Now, this was the scene earlier today. Jurors heard 2 very different stories painted by the defense and the state. Prosecutors say Julie Schenecker felt angry, isolated, and abandoned by her husband. The defense says that tells jurors that the new Tampa mom was insane at the time of the slayings, a biological disaster who wanted to end her pain and save her children, the embarrassment of her suicide. And then we get to this alternate juror. We spoke to him just minutes after he was released, and here's what he had to say.
I think her journal had a big impact. I think her actions going to get the gun, the delays, and, the planning. She went there, she couldn't get it.
Thank you.
Then she went back days later.
So that juror, alternate juror who was released, speaking to the deliberateness of Julie Schenecker's actions. Today we're joined by Jeff Swartz with Cooley Law School. What do you think about what he had to say?
Well, I think that he bought into the logical procedures that the state tried to present, that this was a cold, calculated, and deliberate matter, which was not really the product of her psychosis. So he bought into all of that.
And you made some comments to me about how the state and the defense performed today. How did they do?
Well, I think the state did what they had to do. I was rather surprised that they had come up with a new theory of the crime by saying that she wasn't angry at her children, she was angry at her husband and was basically trying to punish her husband by her act. I had a problem with the defense. I felt that they needed to be far more emotional than they were. They needed to draw the jury in and feel Julie's pain. They did not do that. It was too cold. It was too analytical. And I think that it got lost, and the thought process got lost in all of that.
So you think the defense fell pretty flat today?
I thought that it was kind of a flat closing argument, yeah. I thought that they really needed to be far more emotional.
Okay. Thank you for your time, as always.
As always, not a problem.
We're going to send it back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Carson. ABC Action News will alert you when the jury reaches a verdict, and all you need is one of our free mobile apps or follow us at Action News Court on Twitter.